That sounds very, very optimistic. And as a last question, I would be quite interested in understanding what is your prediction for this year's global installation and next year's? Ron, maybe you can start from an inverter manufacturer perspective.
Yeah, I think Dan might have better say, but for me, this year, for instance, in China, I think we'll still go for full speed. Just because all the local supply chain here, I mean, it's always easy to move from here to there, to mitigate the risks. So I think thanks to the new policy being implemented, kind of top down in China, and we see the really booming market. And I think we probably look at the Chinese market like a 60 to 70 gigawatts. Then for the overseas market, as I said, some of the segment like a residential CNI may not be affected, even could grow somehow. But a utility, absolutely, I would say could be quite deferred, just because of the module price increase and all the shortage, and because then it will be difficult for the developer to make a financial break even. If you reassess those projects. I think this year, if we benchmark with what we have predicted, probably will be lower. I could say if we look at the low side of this year, maybe 120 gigawatt, 130 gigawatt. But next year, I think, especially when a lot of people getting vaccinated and people started to travel around, I think it's the world may be coming back. So I will be more optimistic. Probably we will look at like a 170, 180 gigawatt again.
Okay, thanks for this estimation. Holly, from IHS perspective, so what do you expect?
Yeah, actually, our total number is more optimistic than Mr. Ron's view. We have 150 to 160 gigawatts level of global demand, and especially for China, we believe like 60 gigawatts is the total market size we mentioned, and especially we saw the demand from the residential market because we are keeping the same budget for last year from government, and that's the final subsidy project we have in the China. So that's why we booming a little bit demand in the residential segment, and indeed we're facing some risk from the utility side, especially unsubsidized projects. It released in the past 2 years, and they have a deadline for 2021 to got on grade. But the thing is, from current price, we saw there's some discussion mentioned probably roads projects will be delayed in 2022 because we got some buffer. They will accept roads projects they approved in the last 2 years, and they can deliver in 2022. But the thing is, they will losing some benefit from the policy side because they have a favorable on-grade policy, and also the land, and also the guarantee of 20 years PPA price. That's the thing they want to keep. I mean, the most developer, they prefer a finish end of this year, but the thing is they will need considering the price right now, so they need benefits, a balance with these two situations. And from the overseas market, I agree with Ron's point is we are facing a lot of challenge, but the thing is from the residential and the CNI segments, still quite positive demand coming to those sectors. So the facing some delay is kind of a large utility scale projects. They were facing the price pressure and also the delivery time. So that's why we still wait and see for this year's performance. Yeah.